the facets that they polish, it is such a hard stone, and it has special qualities that make the facets polish as much as a mirror. And there's very few stones. There's a term for it, almatini or something. I don't remember what it is, but it means when you pass it, when you polish a facet, it will shine like a mirror. And these particular stones, you can see that from me just moving it around. You're seeing a great reflection. So that's the first property of the garnet that I'm going to go into. And as I go through the show, I will tell you some more information about these beautiful garnets. Now, I'm not dealing with the red garnet today. I'm dealing with the green, which is called Demantoid. Demantoid. So a different variation of garnet. There are many, many variations, but green and tessavarite is another green garnet that's extremely rare. But this particular stone I love, and it has a bit of a history. So I'm going to show you some couple of pieces first, and then we'll move into a little bit more of the history of the stone. But let us start with a particular ring, and this one is going to be in 10 karat gold. Now, we're going to start off right away by showing you it's 10 karat yellow gold, so you're talking about a precious metal here. This has let me see what it's got in here. It's got does it have? So baguettes. Oh, they are diamond. So it has diamond baguettes, carat weight, number diamond 2, number of tapered baguettes, minimum carat weight 0.20. 0.20 altogether, 35 tapered baguettes around this entire ring. You can see that this is, we call that a halo. That actually just gives you a little bit of pop around that color of the ring. So if you look at this garnet, this is a green garnet. And that's what makes it super interesting. Now, garnets from this particular area, which is going to be the Ural Mountains of Russia, most of the garnets are known for, they call it horsehair inclusions, which is like whispers of gold that goes through these stones. So they make them, nature makes them very interesting because no longer is it just a green stone, because you could mistake this for a peridot. But because of those horsehair whispers that are scattered throughout this one particular stone, it is known for that. So it's identifiable just because of that feature alone. Now, there's a picture of the stone in back of me. It's going to be, here's your stamp at 10 karat. Now remember, gold has just gone up to $51.83, and I mean $5,183. That was early this morning when I was on air. It continues to flip and flop about $300. It's still stable at over $5,000 and probably will continue that for a long time. So you're getting 10 karat yellow gold. This is not a vermeil. It is not an ion plated. You're getting diamonds, and then you're getting that beautiful, beautiful garnet in the center. All prong set, the bit larger stone. These are all individually prong set. And then you have them going east and west down the shank just to give it a little bit of extra bling. Now, this ring obviously is going to be expensive because it is 10 karat gold. Now, this is going to be shop 1. If you're interested, type in shop 1 in the comment column and then hit that little arrow, and that will bring you to the order page. It will give you all the specifications of this ring, and it will also have a promo box that you're going to type in Live 25. Once you type that Live 25 in, it's going to deduct 25% of the price. Now, our price on this right now is $939.99. After the 25%, your price, that's an extra $140 off, plus free shipping, is going to be $704.99. $704.99 for 10 karat gold. This is solid gold. This garnet is rare. You're also getting almost a fifth of a carat in diamond. So you're talking about diamond, talking about gold. The gold weight is the center stone is 1.15 carat, over a carat. When you're dealing with a center stone that's over a carat, that's when the money jumps higher and higher. Stones, because a carat is considered a fairly large stone, no matter what it is. It can be a diamond, it can be a colored stone. If it goes above a carat, it starts doubling and tripling and quadrupling in price. Diamonds, obviously, a lot more. A 1 carat diamond, let's say, is $10,000. A 5 carat diamond could be $100,000. All right, just to give you proximity. So this is going to be $939 after your 25% off. $704.99. Now, if that seems unobtainable and you are interested in a garnet, that's very rare, you can call our, hi Xylee, you can call our personal shopper and they will work out a budget payment plan with you to make this affordable for you. They usually do it in 4 or 5 payments. It's interest free, which means that we are housing and financing you for free. That's something that no other company does. They usually charge you an interest rate. We don't ding your credit, so you have no worries. If you have bad credit, no credit, we don't care. We're going to send this to you with 1 payment, and then we're going to continually charge your credit card for the next 4 months, and you will be wearing this bad baby on your finger in 7 to 10 business days. So if you love it, grab it. If you don't, let's see what we got up next. All right, next I'm going to do the matching pendante. It does match the ring exactly, but I'm going to do something even more special. I'm going to throw in the 20-inch gold chain. Who does that? Well, I'm Queen Bee. That's who does it. I do it here. I give you the whole coot and cabattle or whatever it's called. Now, I'm going to show you up close because I want you to see. First of all, this beautiful curb link chain is 20-inch. It comes with your spring ring on the end, little spring ring there. 20-inch means that it's going to hang right about here. It's going to hit right here on me. I already have a necklace on. Don't want to double dip. This one is going to hang the exact same spot. The chain alone, being gold, is value in itself. I didn't have to put this on a chain. I could have just given you the pendant for the same price. But that's not how we roll here at Shop LC. We do some crazy stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the 20-inch chain. I'm going to give you the pendant for $704.99. Exact same price as the ring. Crazy. So you can have the match set for $1,408. $1,409.98. Had to calculate in my head and look at those numbers. $1,409.98. You can have both pieces. Now, both pieces can go on budget pay. What budget pay does, it makes it extremely affordable for you to have beautiful gemstones, diamonds, gold, everything else you want that used to be only for the uber wealthy. You know, years ago, think about it. If you didn't have a credit card, if you didn't have good credit, it was very hard for you to buy stuff. Used to do layaway. People did that for a long, long time in life. But the store or whoever the layaway was from would hold those goods hostage until it was completely paid off. A credit card gives you the ability to buy stuff on a time payment plan, but they charge you anywhere from 9 to 32%. And 32% is a lot. It'll add up very, very quickly. We don't charge you any interest here. It is the big fat zero in interest. So that $1,409.98 that you might, if you want both pieces, this is shop 2, is going to be much, much lower. You can split it up in 5 payments in interest free. Okay, the specs on this. DJ, can you go down on the... So this one is pretty much the same. DJ's pulling up the specs. We have the center garnet is 0.93, 7 by 5, yellow green, and that's what's special about this stone. It is not your red garnet. It is your green garnet. Demantoid. Demand green garnet. That's how I remember it. Because, you know, it just is a funny name for a garnet. Okay, so 6.5 to 7 on the Mohs scale. Prong set. Your number tapered to big... Your numbered tapered baguettes, those are the diamonds. They are oblong, like a Snickers bar. Jeez, I must be hungry. Okay, those number of baguettes are going to be 36. minimum carat weight on those is 0.17. So right close to the ring. If you want the pendante, the matching set, believe beer. Believe beer. I don't know what that means, but you can send me another message. Believe beer. I don't know. Anyway, so 1, 2, come in and grab them while you can. This is going to be shop 2 on the message. And remember, that's 25% off here at the live stream. Take advantage of that. And don't forget, I'm throwing in that 20-inch gold chain. Oh, I'll do a little hold up on the neckline just to show you. Just give you another glancey. Underside is completely finished. Back carriage. Oh, and that's pretty too. So I'm going to show you that. Let me go back because I hate for you to miss out on that. So this is the back side of the pendant. And you could see that is our designer logo. So this is going to be Luxoro, and that's the L, which means this is in a collection of gold. It is not a base metal. But up on the neckline, you can see it. I'm going to hold it above. Don't make fun of me because I don't want to take off the other necklace. But it's a good size. It's not as small as a little solitaire. This has got a little bit of girth with it. Also remember, when you buy something from us, you have a 30-day money-back guaranteed. If you don't like it, send it back. No questions asked. We're not going to track you down and make you fill out a 15-page questionnaire. We send you a little sheet. It's your option if you want to fill it out. But that's going to be $704.99 for that. That's going to be shop 2. And we're going to move on to a bracelet. Now, this bracelet is going to be a little bit more affordable. It's got a ton more garnet. But because we are changing out the metals and using a mixture of sterling silver and 18 karat, I had to look on my sheets because our manufacturing, we have a few different lines now, and some of them look so fantastic that I, to the eye, sometimes cannot tell if it's sterling overlay, if it's ion, if it's 14 karat or 18 karat gold. Now, these are going to be all beautiful. Look at the ovals on this. Absolutely gorgeous. Those are ovals. Those are green, once again. Demantoid garnets found up in the Ural Mountains. Ural. I don't know how to pronounce it other than Ural. I have no idea. I'm not Russian. But it sounds good to me, right? Ural Mountains. Okay, that's where it was initially discovered. Now I'm going to get into a couple little facts while you're looking at this bracelet, just to be tempting you. Because I have one on. All right. Da-da-da. Look at how pretty that looks. Look at that. Okay, while I'm tempting you, I'm going to hold this up on the black pad. You can see the sparkle. This it's a 6.5 inch, 8.35 carats just in the garnet alone. Now, this particular colored garnet, the largest one ever found, was in 2016. And this is a crazy story. So in 2016, Carthage, Texas. I don't know where that is, but it's a part of Texas. A guy was mowing his lawn, and there was a big rock in his lawn. So it was a black rock. So he picked it up. It was pretty large. He was going to hit it with a lawnmower. He decided to get up and pick it up. Held on to it for a little bit of time. 2016, he decided to have it checked out. And he did. And it was the largest garnet, green garnet, ever discovered. 2016 in Texas. Why this guy was cutting his lawn. Okay, 500 carats. Hello, welcome to the world of crazy. His name was Robert Lewis. You can find it. You can Wikipedia it. It's absolutely true. Out there cutting his lawn. Makes you want to get out and do some yard work sometimes. Find a 500 carat Demantoid garnet in your front lawn. How it got there, who the heck knows? Because normally they come out of Russia, Namibia, Africa. How it got to United States in Texas is something so mysterious, but largest ever found. And that was 2016. So don't give up, folks. It might happen. that winning stone that you find when you're out mining, that winning lottery ticket, who knows? But don't ever give up, because sometimes it happens at the weirdest times ever. And that is one example. Robert Lewis, more power to you. I hope the lawn is manicured by an innkeeper while you're enjoying that wealth, because that stone, as much as it's beautiful, I'd be selling it as quick as I could and taking that pile of cash. Because you know what? You can be buried with that stone, but you might as well enjoy the money and let the world see it. Something like that goes into a museum. If it stays in a private collection, it ends up in somebody's safe and nobody will ever see it. So it's sort of sad when you think about it. All these beautiful pieces that's why we do have museums for people to donate or lend their product to, or sometimes sell to. Okay, back to this beautiful bracelet. So these are going to be all oval. Can you pull the specs on that, DJ? So all oval. And DJ's behind the scene. He does it all for me. He's a fabulous, fabulous behind the scener. Keeps me in check. This is going to be 22. What a lucky number. 22 oval garnets, carat weight 5.27. These are going to be 6.5 to 7 on hardness. 22 of them. That is phenomenal. Minimum size is 3 millimeter. Transparent in color. Now, the normal price on this is, we have this on clearance right now. I don't know why. We have certain stuff on clearance. Maybe, usually when stuff goes on clearance with us, that was an Amber Alert. Sorry about that. Usually when stuff goes on clearance with us, it means that we have very limited quantity left. On this particular bracelet, I have 19 in a 6.5, and I have 30 in a 7.25. So we might not run this on the TV side because there's not enough quantity. But on this side, we're still going to give you a better discount, because now I consider this clearance. Okay, so this is going to be sterling silver, full-on tennis bracelet style, completely finished on the undercarriage. You need the back of this, the light to go through this, and you can see as I spin it around, the light is going through those stones. You can see that flicker of greens in there. Really, really interesting, beautiful color. If I didn't know any better, I would say this could be maybe a green sapphire, because it has that particular color. But the difference is the surface on the garnet is incredibly harder. And that's why you get that twinkle and sparkle, because it cuts and facets like a diamond. Okay, absolutely gorgeous. $359.99. This is going to be shop 3 after the 25% off. $296. $296, under $300. Under $300 for that beautiful. Once again, the safety clasp on this, it has your standard extra safety on the tennis bracelet. Little teeny snap in, boom, boom. You heard that snap. And then these two little things go over those little raised balls, and they snap into. That way, you never have to worry about ever losing this. All right? That is a beautiful bracelet. For that price, I mean, it's entirely different. If you're a January baby, this is your stone, believe it or not. It's garnet. Whether it's green or red, it doesn't matter. This has different metaphysical properties than the red a little bit, but it is still a garnet 100%, and that is a beautiful bracelet. So that's going to be shop number 3. Your price, $296.99. Okay, we're going to move on to a great pendant. Now, this is a feature and a design that I absolutely love. And the reason that I love it, hold on, I'm going to just grab a little wet the whistle, my commercial break. Dun, dun. Okay. Sorry about that. Getting over a little hoarseness in the voice, so I got to keep it, well heated up. Okay. This pendant is extremely interesting for 2 reasons. They have taken sort of a semi-classic design. DJ, can you give me more temperature, please?
Gotcha.
So what they've done is they've added this extra, I call this a Y. this particular version. This has an unbelievable smooth and silky, almost like a wheat chain. Now, that is going to have a beautiful lobster claw on it. And really, this particular chain feels very silky and smooth. This is going to be shop number 4. Now, this is, okay, this has 18 Demantoid garnets, oval cut, 3.78. That's going to be your carat weight total. The round stones, and I'm going to hold this up to the camera so you can really see it. So I'm going to do both cameras, this one first. So these little round stones, those little sparkly little diamonds, those are moissanite. You're going to have 17 of those, and the carat weight on those is going to be 0.37. Each moissanite is 1.7 millimeter. So I'm going to hold this close up to the camera, and you can see those oval garnets along with moissanite. Now, we talked a little bit about the garnets first. This is going to be in, oh God, see, this is, our craftsmanship is so well done here that I looked at this and I said, geez, this really does look like Ileana or Luxury Collection. So I would say this is probably at least 14 karat, possibly 18. It is not. Folks, this is sterling silver with 18 karat vermeil. But so well done that even I, who is a jeweler for a zillion years, well, almost a zillion, I feel sometimes a zillion, can't tell the difference by looking at it. Obviously, when you pick it up and the weight, but this has a lot of carat weight in stone. So I would actually have to acid test this. But I know because Shop LC has stamped it. Once again, it's in the graphics for you to enjoy. It's telling you it's sterling silver 18 karat vermeil. Now with Shop LC, legally, the government makes us put 0.5 micrometers on vermeil, which is a plating. So potato, vermeil, plating, whatever you want to call it. Years ago it was plated, then it was rolled, and now, you know, it's vermeil. It's so French. Okay, so we'll do the French. So anyway, 0.5. That is legally what we need to do. Our Shop LC, our company here, puts on 2.5. So we legally put on 5 times, 4 times really, 4 extra times the amount of gold that is required by law for us to sell jewelry. So we have added extra gold. It's on a beautiful sterling silver that just went up to $114 an ounce. You have multiple stones, 18 of those oval faceted Demantoid garnet from, now it could be from, there's a few different areas that it's coming out of. So I don't want you to think you have the only stone that's coming out of Russia anymore, because we have found this in Nambia in the 1990s. It's been found in other places in Africa, and I'm going to pull those up. But anyway, so this particular piece is such a fantastic buy. This is a statement piece. If you're going to an event, if you're getting married, if you just love to have that neckline, really have one piece of jewelry that's going to stand out, this is the piece for you. Absolutely. This, you could wear it with another chain, like maybe a small little plain chain up here. But I wouldn't drape so much around this because this is the star. You really don't want to cover up all these beautiful stones. And this is meant to go right down the front, give you that little sexy, you know, sparkle in your cleavage a little bit. So this is going to be an 18-inch chain. It is not adjustable. 18 karat over sterling silver. Your final price on this after the 25% off is going to be $281. $281. $281. Fabulous. $281. That is going to be shop number 4. That's a great price for this. I mean, realistically, think about the price of sterling. Think about the price of rare. And I want to talk about that. Because if this had amethyst and it was $281, I'd say that's a great deal. It really is. The workmanship, the moissanites, all the stones that are set. but it's a precious stone that is rare. Now it goes up to a next level. It is not an amethyst. It's a Demantoid garnet, which is extremely, if you look at all the garnets, you have propite, you have almandine, you have rhodolite, you have regular, you have whatever, and blah, blah, blah. Then you have tessavarite, which is green, and then you have Demantoid, which is last on the list as far as availability. So, rarity, yes. Moissanite, lab created by Henry Moissan. It is a carbon-based stone. Sparkles more than a diamond. The scintillation on it is a 10. That reflective light when it hits moissanite has a rainbow cascading effect. That makes moissanite sparkle more than a diamond. And I own moissanite, so I can tell you that is absolutely 100% true. I'll put moissanite next to some of my diamonds. And I hate to say it, I'm not cheap, but my diamonds look and are sad. They want to go back in the box and hide because they don't sparkle like the moissanite. Now, is carbon-based stone. The moissanite is lab created. In the about 1990, Henry Moissan had worked on the formula for many, many years. He passed away. He never perfected it. He was only be able to get industrial grade moissanite out of creating. And so finally, after he passed away, the patent opened up, and obviously a lot of big companies jumped in and started formulating their own formulations, just like a cake making. But he's trying different batters. And one company came up with a really, really fine, and the quality of moissanite is the best you can get. And obviously that's what we carry. So we don't carry the less quality. We carry always the best we can get. And we list it. If it's not the best, it's going to be listed in the strap. And the strap is the details. It's going to tell you on diamonds, the quality, whether it's a VS, SI, industrial, flawless, whatever. It is listed there because we don't want to deceive you. What happens if we deceive you, right? You're going to buy something. You're going to send it back. You're going to be angry. Then you're going to post on social media and tell everybody, wah, wah, at every coffee shop, I bought this. Who wants that? We don't want negative press. We don't want bad publicity. So we do it right. That's what you do. When you do it right, you have no worries, right? Nobody's going to complain. You're going to get a great fan base because you've done it right from the start. And once you do it right from the start, it's just a pattern that follows, right? And then you have a dedicated customer base because you continually do it right. If there's a problem, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee to send this back. Let's say you want to look at it. Does it go with my wedding dress? Is this color great for my Easter? Would my mother-in-law love this? I don't know. But if you want to buy it, put it on budget pay, and then get it, try it on, match it up to the dress of your choice. If it doesn't work, send it back to us. I have no worries. I'm not going to be angry at you. I'm going to say, well, but she's a dedicated customer. We'll take it back. No problem. Maybe there's something else we can help you with. So no worries on that end. Our customer service line and team are extremely nice. I see them a lot, and I go over and pester them. Nice ladies over there. Keep them on their toes. But anyway, if there's any questions at all, you can call our customer service line at 837-888-2237. Did I memorize it?
No, 888.
888. 835. There you go. 2237. Darn, I was so close to memorizing that. Anyway, yeah, see that? Boom, boom, boom. That's who you call. Any problems at all, you call them. They'll be more than happy to help you. We pay them to do that, by the way. They don't work for free. So we pay them to be nice, and if they don't, we hear about it. So they are extreme, but seriously, they are very friendly men and women. So if there's any problem at all, just give them a jingle, and they will straighten stuff out for you. Okay, I'm going to move on to shop number 5, which is going to be an interesting ring. I looked at this, and, the way that this is set, first of all, I'm so happy all the rings fit me tonight. So the way this is set, it almost looks like little marquees. But it's not. It's actually, are we on that one, the little flower? Oh. Are we on the flower, DJ?
Mm-hmm.
After the necklace came another ring.
Oh, yeah.
You want, oh, that's it. Okay, so DJ just pulled it up. So back to this one. So this is going to be, is this is shop 5, right?
Shop 5, yes.
Okay, so this is shop 5. Don't go on that graphic right now, folks. Shop 5. And I love this because the way that it's set, it almost looks like marquise, but it's not. It's trickery. They have tricked you. And that's what a good jewelry designer does. They keep you guessing. Because if it's so plain and boring, nobody's going to look at it, right? But what they've done is they've really created, and I'm going to hold this up to the camera close. So this is going to be, once again, 0.65 in garnet. But what they've done, they call this a flame band ring. See how there's 2 little stones? When you look at it fast, it looks like 1 stone. And then you see the alternating. So that's the trickery part. They've made that look like they've put marquise, but it's actually small little garnets. So this is going to be done in 18 karat vermeil over sterling silver. What a cute ring. Now, when we do our vermeil, 18 karat, it has that beautiful saffron color. That's the preferred color. If you're going to go out and buy gold, in this country, unfortunately, we have been trained to think that 14 karat is the way it is. It has a white look to it. Over in England, they were even trained even worse. They believe that 9 karat was the way. You know, sad for the English over there. And then they moved over here. They thought 14 was great. Let's talk about Asia. How about 18, 20, 22, 23, and 24? If you want to buy gold, you want the highest gold content ever. Whether it's a vermeil coating or solid, because that's going to be your worth. That's where your money is. The higher gold content, the more it holds its value. It's an investment at that point, especially if you're buying jewelry. Now, if all you can afford is 10 karat, that's great. It's gold. It's going to hold up great. It's a harder gold. It's going to last longer. The color's a little bit different. It's a little bit whiter. Maybe that's what you're attuned to. But if you buy jewelry for the gold, content is very, very important in color. So a lot of the pieces that we do over sterling silver, we purposely do in 18 karat. We have a large, large market over in England, over in Germany, and over in Asia. We have a factory with 9,000 employees in India. They wouldn't wear 14 karat. They look at us like, 14 karat? Why? And I think, why? I agree. Why did we ever settle? You know, we didn't settle on the land, but we're going to settle for inferior gold? No. Start your collection. Start getting that higher, beautiful yellow saffron. Getting high content gold, because it's going to hold its value. You know, for anything else, if it's solid, you can melt it down. You're gonna make your money back. You really are. But anytime you're investing in gold, it's an investment. A lot of people have been lucky enough to buy and invest and buy nice stuff for themselves, or have been left stuff through the years that is now extremely valuable because of the price of gold. When they bought it, gold might have been, $300 an ounce. Now it's $5,100. So if you have something you're sitting on and you don't wear it a lot, I always suggest repurpose it. Take that gold, melt it down, and make something else with it. Don't just let it sit there. It's not going to do you any good. You can take it and design your own pendant or ring or whatever. Take a stone, buy a loose stone from us, and create the most beautiful piece of a lifetime, and you can be involved in that. But if when you sit in a jewelry box and you never wear it and you go, it's not my style, make it your style. Repurpose that gold. It's going to be just as nice if you smelt it down and make something else out of it, which I intend on doing with a bunch of gold from my mom. So I'm going to smelt it down, her hoop earrings, and make a big cuff bracelet next week. All right. This particular ring, back to the ring, sidetracked. This, my friends, our price, $549.99. That is the retail price. Your price, $94.99. But after the 25% off, this bad baby is going to be a mere $71. Yeah, you heard that right. $71. Oh, and 24 cents. Forgot to throw in that 24 cents. That's a big, big extra. $71.24, free shipping, 30-day money back guaranteed. Demantoid Garnet, rare, rare, rare. Only two places that we are still mining this out of is the Ural Mountains in Russia and out of Zambia in Africa. And let me just look at my notes because I really want to make sure those are the only two places. Madagascar. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it looks like, my friend, but those are only notes I have as far as where it is getting mined out of now. A couple other notes. This particular stone in the green color was favored by the Tsar of Russia. Why not? It's green. Green always empowers money and wealth. Why? Emeralds are green. One of the rarest stones, emeralds, rubies, sapphires. Three big players along with diamonds have always been the most sought after stones. So when you're talking about a stone like this, I would call this the poor man's emerald. But the color of it is so unique that it is known because of those horsetail whispers, those golden flakes that run through it. I wouldn't call this poor at all because it has the word gold in it, right? Gold flecks. I don't know. Makes it expensive to me. Okay, and the name refers to diamond-like. 1851 it was discovered. A couple other large pieces are a Star of David, that's 25 plus carats, and that's in Russia. There's another stone, 11.63 carats, and that's in Namibia. And then once again, our favorite, there's a stone that's 11.24 carats. It's in the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. So I don't know what happened to Mr. Texas Stone. That information, believe it or not, is not out there on the web. Couldn't find it, researched it, have his name, have exactly was found on Highway 15 in Panola County. Robert Lewis, 2016. But whatever happened to the fate of the stone is not listed on Wikipedia or any information. So I might have to seek out Robert Lewis. Find out, hey, where's the stone? I want to see it. Right here in Texas. It'd be worth driving to see. Very, very rare. Okay, your price on this, $71.24, and that was shop number 6. We're going to move on to shop number 7, which is that the little flower, DJ?
Yeah. Okay. So the one we just did, that's shop 5. This one's shop 6.
Okay. So the one I just did was shop 5. This one coming up is going to be shop 6. So let me find it on my little papers here. Okay. Da-da-da-da. This is what happens when they print on both sides. I get lost, right? Completely lost. Where's that information? Flip the page over, dummy. It's right there. Okay, this is a cute little ring. And I say cute little because I'll tell you a little story about my past. Keep you entertained for a little bit of time. This little ring, this exact design, was the first ring that I ever owned, that I purchased with my own money. It was in 1980, might have been 81. I went across the street. I was living in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I went across the street, and this was way before I started working at Service Merchandise. I started working at Service Merchandise in the late 80s. So I hadn't even gone to jewelry school. So it must have been 1980. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to bore you too much. I bought this exact style ring. Mine was in gold and had little teeny rubies. And the rubies weren't even that great. They weren't a special color. But I paid a pretty penny for it. I think back then, I can't remember if I paid $150. But you're talking a long, long time ago. It was 10 karat gold. Might have been $79. But I saved for it. And I saved. I bartended waitress at the time, and it was so special to me. So special I don't even know what happened to it. But this is the exact same design. This is your classic flower. This is how it starts. And if you have somebody that is on that journey of semi-simple but elegant, this is going to be the piece for them. Because these are fully faceted. Those are rounds. There's 6 of them. The carat weight is 0.78. Each stone is 3 millimeter. In the center, there's a lab-grown diamond in the very center, and I'll move it close to the camera so you can see it. Lab-grown diamond in the very center. That is going to be 0.7. There's one of those. Center stone is 2.6 millimeter. This is done in sterling silver, and we do everything rhodium overlay. So this is sterling silver. We rhodium overlay it, which means this is never going to tarnish. It's going to look good. It's going to look like platinum from the time you open the box till you finished wearing it years down the road. It is going to look fantastic. So once again, this is a little bit more of a simple design. And sometimes simplicity for me, I either like over the top crazy or very simple. And I mean, I'll give you an example. Fringe earrings like chain, or the shape of a square with nothing else. And as a jewelry designer, you have to create simple and chaos. Some people like chaos jewelry. I know the Delaney's and Crowley's over on this side. They like the crazy jewelry. They like Cheryl stuff. You know, we all like big and I call it poundage. Put it on, own it, wear it, be proud of it. Cost a lot of money. Let's display it. I've never been that type of person that likes something very small and demure and lovely. But I have a hard time creating stuff because I like large and in charge. But there's a lot of people, a couple of my nieces, they like Quinny likes much more small than her sister Xylee. Noelle likes large and in charge. Noelle's waiting for this piece someday. Anyway, but if you want something like this, our price is going to blow your mind. Very well made. It is flat to the touch, which means the prongs are a bit recessed, so it's not going to catch on anything. Low profile. Look at that. It's not raised at all. Not even a teeny bit. Nice and shiny, smooth shank. It's got a beautiful east to west swirl. You know, bring that little flower so it stands out just a little bit. Okay, your price normally $119.99. Retail $899.99. Your price $119.99. After the 25% off, this can be yours for $89.99. $89.99. And this is going to be shop 6. $89.99. What a great little piece. Now, a lot of the stuff that I have, basically, I'm looking right now and I'm telling you, it is the only ring. Oh, there's one other. I have one other ring in silver. This is the only other. This is it, and I'll show it to you now. And this is the other one, right? This one's a lot more fancy. So those are the 2 rings I have in silver, rhodium. So if you're interested, don't wait around and think I'm going to be pulling a lot more out. It's this one, and then that other one's very at the end of the show. So congratulations, because you're going to have to wait if you want to know the price on that other one. But it's going to be a good price, I'm sure. All right, that was shop 6. We're going to move on to shop 7. And this is more a little bit of, like I said, creative chaos. I think that's a good term. I think I'm going to coin that. Creative chaos. I do like that. The way this is made, this is going to have your Demantoid garnet, your white zircons. This is, they're calling a green fire mosaic ring. And you know what? And it's got lab-created diamonds. It's really, really pretty. Lab-created diamonds are going to be GH color. But when I show you this, it is collective chaos, but beauty in itself. I love it. I love how they've done a variation between the green and then they've circled and encompassed those garnets, those Demantoid garnets with lab-grown diamonds. So they've created a flower in the center. That's going to be the center. And then your 2 are almost like, I'm going to say they look like either leaves or maybe the bud of the flower that hasn't, come out yet. And then once you halo it with those beautiful lab-grown diamonds, I mean, it just gives it a little bit of pop. And like I said, this is creative chaos, but in a good way. This is elegant. It is just stunning the way that it looks, the colors. Absolutely. The price is incredible. So this is going to be 18 karat over sterling silver once again. So 2 of the best metals out there. You can pick a size. I have all sizes available. We don't charge extra for a size 10. Sometimes when you get into the larger sizes in jewelry, a lot of manufacturers charge an extra $25 or $40 for the larger sizes. Why? Because they're using more metal. Whether it's silver or gold, doesn't matter. It's still a cost that the manufacturer is incurring. So they try to keep, here at Shop LC, we just price it all the same. We don't want to play games. It's too difficult. We try to keep it easy, easy peasy. That way, it's easy for you too. So this is going to be normally $799.99. Our price $134.99. This is shop 7. After the 25% off, it comes down to $101.24. $101.24. 100 bucks out the door. Now this has 15 of the small round garnets. Each one is going to be 2 millimeter. It has 52 of the zircons. 52 total carat weight is going to be 0.78. Why did it say lab grown? White zircon. There is no lab grown diamonds. I stand corrected. So I was reading a different strap. So this has white zircon and Demantoid garnet. Now, white zircon, if you don't know, has been around for way before diamonds were discovered. Oldest stone to mankind, found in a lot of the gems and jewelry in tombs for your queens, your kings, your pharaohs. Shines and sparkles like a diamond. Is almost as hard as a diamond. I believe it's probably an 8.5 on the Mohs scale, where a diamond's, a 10. So that's going to be a really, really hard, strong stone. And like I said, it sparkles like a diamond. What it does is it lowers the cost, so you don't pay like a diamond. You pay like it's a white zircon. And that's a really, really pretty, I call this, once again, creative chaos, but really well done. Love that. And it's got a comfort fit. Goes skinnier in the back, so you can order your proper size. When bands are wider than this or this wide, all the way around, including the back, you need to go up a size up when you buy a ring like this. See how this is a Shop LC. It's one of those crazy metery things. It does everything. I don't know, my heart rate, all stuff. But I had to go up a size because a band like this, back here where you bend your hand, there's no room for a thick band, right? So when you're dealing with a band like this, which is wide in the front and then skinnier in the back, that is done purposely. That's a comfort fit band. That's so you can be, this, when you bend my hand, look, this, I have to move it down as far as it will go. So that's done specifically for a reason. But if you are ordering any jewelry that has a wide band, go up a size. Do yourself a favor, because you're going to have to return it. Probably really tight and be uncomfortable, especially in the summer when you're, summertime, for some reason we swell up a little bit. If you're eating a lot of salt, get a size larger. All right, we're going to move on to, that would be shop number 7. We're going to move on to shop number 8, which is going to be it is shop number 8. It looks, it's going to be this one. All right, I had this on earlier. So, I do like simple, but I also like really blingy. And I looked at this, and this looks like just a starburst. And that's what happened when I looked at it. Boom! It did that right in my eye. It was crazy, sparkly, great. Now I'm going to show it to you. Look at that. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Now, what I love about this has a double halo. Now, the double halo is entirely different because this is going to have, garnet. This is going to have, that second halo is going to be green sapphire. 14 of them, 0.22. The baguettes are going to be moissanite. There's going to be 24 of those, and that is going to be 0.22 carat weight. And then you have your Demantoid garnet in the center. And this one, when I look at it, I can actually see with my naked eye Sometimes it's dressed. Today it's naked. I can see with my naked eye the horsetail gold whispers in this stone with my naked eye. And that's what makes this stone so special, so incredibly rare, is that with the naked eye, I can see those whispers of gold. Unbelievable. This is natural. This is something that is so rare in a stone. If you buy rutilated quartz, you might see some spines, that rutilation. A lot of times it's gold, it can be copper colored, it can be black. It's always fascinating. It looks like needles in quartz. You wonder, how does that grow? Nature does some unbelievable things. Now, the way that they've set this, if you look at the back here, these are going to be your baguette moissanite. And then they've done large, small, large, small, large, small. And then they've done another strip of 3. Center's larger. Same thing here. Larger, smaller. Same on the top. So they've really broken up this look. Now, because they've broken it up, this is a ring that does have that pop, because the first halo is very small. Those green sapphires, right? When you look at this, you go, there's something around that center stone. Don't know what it is, because the moissanites are drawing you. The moissanites are calling, look at me, I'm sparkling, look. And you are looking at all that sparkle. You see the green in the center, obviously, but there's something slight around that green stone you can't quite detect. And that's a great designer. They have now double haloed this. So what does that do? That darker halo, the sparkle brings you right in. It's like a framework on a picture. So they've taken that oval stone and now they've created a framework around it. And then from the framework, they've created spotlights coming from all the angles. That's how I describe this ring. So you have spotlights, you have a halo, and then you have that beautiful center stone that is picture framed. Now, can't do better than that. This is fantastic. This is also in silver, so I made a mistake. This is my second piece. This is going to be rhodium over sterling silver. I've already told you the carat weights, the stone sizes. Now, this particular piece is going to blow your mind when I tell you the price. Look at how pretty that is. Bam, I love it. I love it. Now, how much do I love it? Well, I'm going to make it affordable for you to love it too. On this particular ring, let me see how many I have in stock, because that warrants you to know. Because I don't want you to think, oh, you know what, I'll get it some other time. And then you go online and it's completely sold out and you're all sad and angry. It's not my fault. On this I have, okay, I got about 60 pieces total. That's in every size. And I don't mean 60 in a 5, 60, it means total. So I might have 10 5s, 10 6, 10 7, 4 8s, whatever. Roughly 60. That's it. Now, the personal shopper can help you if you have any questions. But whatever sells doesn't just sell here. We have people that are buying on the web. So I always suggest, if you really love it, grab it now, put it on budget pay, and then get it in your hands, 7 days, look at it, decide if you love it. If you don't, comes back, and they give you a pre-printed out return code. And you put it right back in the same envelope. Put that on, bring it to the post office, and they send it back. And that's it. No questions asked. Now, your price on this is normally $1,049. Looks like $1,000 ring. Does to me. But today and today only, $159.99. 25% off brings this down to $119.99. $119.99. So I'm going to hold it up to the camera a little bit closer. $119.99. That, my friends, is absolutely stunning. Like I said, they sneakily surrounded that center stone. They framed it, picture framed it with green garnet, and then they put the moissanite spotlights on it. And it brought out that brilliance, that scintillation on this ring. It is stunning. It is a stunner. It does have a low profile. A lot of times when you're dealing with a setting like this, I call it a ballerina setting. If you flip it upside down, it looks like a ballerina tutu. That's why we call it a ballerina setting. This is a very low profile. Some of the ballerina settings I've seen, especially from the Art Deco period, they're up on your finger an inch or two. This is extremely low profile, and it's just elegant. It really is. So $119.99. That is your price. This is going to be shop 8, and I'm going to move on. $119.99. Okay, we are not fast and furious. Believe me, I'm taking my time today. All right, we are going to move on to the pendante. I just like saying that. It just sounds sort of funny and interesting. Excuse me while I wet the whistle for a second. Commercial break. Okay, I'm back. And this, once again, matches that beauty. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put the ring back on because I really want you to show how beautiful this looks as a set. Now, once again, this is a, whoops, sorry about that, DJ. I fixed it. I'm leaning on the desk. Our new desk is rolling and moving on me. Wants to dance. Okay. I'll try not to lean on that. So this is the pendant, matches the ring. And once again, if you flip this over and look at the undercarriage, right? There's our designer logo. We could have left that completely blank. We didn't. Why didn't we do that? Because we finished the goods 360. So no matter how, if this flipped over on your neck, right? It wouldn't even look bad. It wouldn't look bad. People would say, oh, it's a beautiful pendant. I don't know, there's no stone. But when another pendant from a lower standard manufacturer, that pendant flips over, you know automatically, oh, your pendant's flipped over. Let me fix that for you. Okay, this is going to be the exact same. They've done that sneaky little green sapphire halo. Number of stones, the center one is going to be 62 points. It is a 6x4 millimeter. It is 6.5 to 7 hardness. The green sapphires are going to be 14. Carat weight on those is 0.22. Size on the green sapphires is going to be 1.3 millimeter. Can you scan down a little bit further, DJ? So I can just see the moissanite. The moissanite, 24 pieces, 0.22 total carat weight. And this one is going to be the exact same price, $119.99. That's after the 25% off. It was $159.99 after the 25% off. Now this is also going to come with this beautiful, look at this little silky, little groovy chain. So it's going to come with this chain that is 20 inches, right? 20-inch chain. I don't want to hold it up and take, because the other necklace I'm wearing is so much bing. Okay, so this is going to be, now I have it up to my collarbone because I don't want to take the other one off. And they're going to hit the exact same spot. So I'm holding this on so you can see. Now, if you want this at a 16-inch or an 18-inch, you can easily change the chain. If you have a shorter chain, you have the capability to change that on your own. We give you the free 20-inch chain. That is a freebie from us. We don't have to do that. And it's over $50, so you're going to get free shipping on top of that. I had a little cramp in my hand there to straighten out. But this chain is, it's a box chain. Very sturdy. You can see I'm pulling on it. Very, very sturdy chain. And when you're dealing with a really expensive solitaire, could be a round, could be a marquee, you really want to put it on, I'm going to say a box chain or a really strong Gucci or curb link, something that really has some strength to it. Because if you catch that anywhere, maybe on a shirt button, and you take your shirt off, you don't want that chain to break and lose out on a beautiful piece of jewelry that you've obviously spent a lot of money. And if you're wearing it, it means you like it. Okay, so that's going to be shop 9. And I'm going to hold it up with the ring again so you can see that this set. Because it is quite beautiful. If you do to choose to get the ring and the pendant, you can have both for under $240. And, I mean, think about that. It's a rare stone. It comes with baguette moissanite. It comes with green sapphires. Those are gemstones. Then it has your beautiful Demantoid garnet in the center. That's rare. It's sterling silver, rhodium vermeil, so it's going to last forever. And you can get both pieces for $240. You spend that on just the necklace alone from somebody else, and that would be a steal deal if you could find it. That's the problem. A lot of times our stuff is so rare that we go in and we buy it all, just like Cheryl loves. I love to do that at shows. I like to go, oh, I'll just take the table. People step back. Oh, she's buying it all. Makes you feel powerful a little bit, I gotta say. But it's always fun. But that's what Shop LC does. They send out the buying team. They just came back from Tucson. They scoured the gemstones that are on the market to be mined out. A lot of stuff that's rare, a lot of stuff that we can buy rough, and we have our master cutters cut it down. We have cut stuff that is called octillion cut, crazy cuts that I have never before in my life seen. Stuff that is so over the top, and they managed to do it. So it's always a learning process. And in the jewelry industry for many, many years, there wasn't a lot of new stuff coming out. Technology was not there yet. Lab-grown diamonds weren't there. Cutting laser technology was not there. So it was the same for many, many years. I mean, you can meld gold and malleable and, hammer it and chisel it and spin it and shine it. But I'm saying as far as new design technology, like these octillion cuts and the channel set earrings that go front and then inside and the back. I mean, stuff like that it's cutting edge, and Shop LC has it. Our design team, like I said, master designers. I am amazed, and I'm from Boston. It takes a lot to impress me. You know how we are up there in New England. We're tough. You got to really bring it on. Want us to be impressed. So I am impressed with a lot of designs that Shop LC has come up with. Okay, so we're going to move on to shop number 9. Now, shop number 9 is going to be another pendant. And this one's a little bit more blingy. I want to make sure I'm bringing up the right one. So I just did that one, DJ. And I just did the matching ring and pendant.
So the next would be the ring.
Okay, and this one's sort of crazy too. Because what they've done with this, it's very interesting. And I'm going to put it up close to the screen because I'm going to describe it to you, but I really want you to look. So I'm going to move it to the screen. Just give me a minute. So over here, if you look in between those green stones, you see black, right? Now I'm going to move it over here. In between those green stones, you see black. All right. First of all, the Demantoid garnets are oval. Bring it back down a little bit for me, DJ. Right there. Okay, carat weight, 0.35, 5 by 3 millimeter. The second set is going to be number of garnets, 10. Number of garnets, 10. They're green sapphires. And then go down a little bit more, DJ. 10 of those, 0.25 carat weight. And then haloing, and I double haloing, want to make sure, you're going to have 58 moissanite. Total carat weight is 40. Now I'm going to show you the picture behind me. It's very interesting because what they've done, and the reason I said I had to look at this closely and I wanted to bring it up, these are green sapphires. These are prongs that they've actually blackened the tips of them, right? Now the reason they did that, it breaks this up. If they didn't put in this halo, number one, and they left it with just this, these would blend with this, would blend with that. So they've really broken that up by blackening the prongs, which is something that when you're dealing with any type of metal, it's done with a process called liver of sulfur. And you know sulfur stinks. Anybody who's had a well knows it smells. Liver of sulfur smells like 1,000 times rotted eggs. And you actually open up the container, it's a yellow powder, you mix a paste, and you just dust it or put it on any metal, and it immediately blackens it. tarnishes it to the blackest of black. So that's used in a process when we make, we want it to only blacken the very end of the prongs. So that's done pretty much with a little paintbrush, and that will stay blackened. The rest of it is 18 karat vermeil over sterling silver. So you have 18 karat vermeil, you have sterling silver, you have blackened sterling, you have demantoid garnet, you have green sapphire, you have moissanite, and you have a price of, final low, not $239.99, after the 25% off, $179.99. This is shop 10, $179.99. Shop 10. Boom. This is a little bit fancier. It's for the person that likes a little bit more bling. I like this ring. I like a lot of rings. It's something that I would probably wear more as, this would be, I'm going to say wouldn't be an everyday ring for me. It would be a ring that I'd probably bring out, or I wear during the day, but I definitely would be gardening or workhorsing in this. It has a lot of little stones. It's got a very, very low profile, which is great. But those little stones, you don't want to lose any of those. So this is, it's a ring that is beautiful, but, needs a little TLC once in a while. So don't be out gardening, riding a horse. Rodeos in town, coming here in Austin. Don't be riding that bull with that ring on your finger, because I hate for you to lose the stone. Okay, so now we're at 9:16. I'm going to just go back for a couple minutes and recap some stuff, introduce myself again, in case people are just tuning in. My name is Cheryl Benvenuto, Benvenuto. You can follow me on Facebook. I am wearing a full-on bee suit. I am a beekeeper, so that's why they call me Queen Bee here at work. I am a GIA certified gemologist. I am a trade school jewelry maker, manufacturer, wholesaler, have done it all. I am working here at Shop LC as a host and to inform you and bring you the most cutting-edge gems and jewelry that they produce and manufacture. So along with just selling, I try to give you a little bit of information, whether I'm on the live TV side or the live stream side. I think it makes for a little bit more interesting show. So this is garnet, how it comes out of the ground in its natural state. And it is called tetrahedron. Tetrahedron. It's one of those shapes, that you never remember from mathematics in high school. I never did until somebody goes, oh, that's a tetrahedron. You're like, oh, yeah, I know what that is. But the way this is formed, it's multiples of these. So there'll be another one that's laying on this facet, grown the same shape. And there'll be a bunch, almost like grapes. And they'll be all grouped together. They'll be all grown together. And they just break them apart or they fall apart. And then you come out, and this one the sides have been slightly polished. So it is nice and shiny. This is a really beautiful, and the light is going through this now. You can't see it. I can see it on my side. This is the most intense purple in this garnet. It's absolutely exquisite. I did not pay a lot for this. I bought probably 100 pieces of this. But the interesting thing about garnet is that when I move this around, do you see all those facets? Do you see that disco ball effect? Right? You can see it as I'm moving it around. So when they facet a garnet, it has a very unique structure that when they facet it, it facets so clean that it is mirror-like. And you can see that from me just moving that around. It's there's only a few stones that have that type of, you can get that type of shine on a facet. And a diamond is another one. But very, very rare to get really that mirrored-like polish. So this is how it naturally is in its state in the ground, that beautiful red. What we're selling you today and showing you and teaching you about is Demantoid garnet. It is a green garnet. It is mined. It was found in the Ural Mountains in Russia in the early 1800s. Then it was found in Namibia in the 1990s. It has 1851 it was discovered in Russia. It has a unique feature. Not only is it green garnet, but it has what they call horsetail feathers, which are these wispy gold inclusions that are through the stones. And if you get the light on it, you can see these gold-like like spines in there almost. Very, very unique to this one particular stone. This has been the largest one ever found. I just said this earlier. 2016 by Robert Lewis in Texas when he was mowing his front lawn. He found a 500 carat Demantoid garnet. 500 carat. It's realistically probably like that big. That's probably, well, maybe that big. But that's pretty darn big. Largest ever in the world. No price on it. They're saying, could be hundreds of millions. Hundreds of millions. I'll be telling you something. That rock, I'd be selling that off faster than you could ever imagine. What are you going to do with it? I'd sell it off to the Smithsonian. Take that money and go dig up more garnet somewhere. Or whatever. Who cares? Okay. The interesting metaphysical part about Demantoid garnet is a high vibration. So I'm going to go into now the second half of this show, just some other factoids, the little metaphysical part, not so much the scientific part. High vibration, this stone is said to create wisdom, protection, and spiritual growth. It is for the heart chakra and the crown chakra. It is supposed to clear the heart, loving emotions, let them in, recover from sadness, and fostering a sense of joy. Now, if a beautiful piece of jewelry doesn't give you a sense of joy, maybe a therapist is what you need. Maybe some bling therapy. Because when you're buying pieces like this, I hope you smile. So it's going to give you a sense of joy. And I mean that in a fun way. Okay. It is in Russia, the eye of the mystical salamander. It is called the firebird. Wisdom, insight, enhancing intuition. It's for travelers for protection. So if you are a traveler, tiger eye is also another great stone for that. It invites, guess what? Abundance and prosperity. Now, anytime I see the color green, I think of the heart. I also think about the money. Because in the United States, our currency is green. When you go to other countries, it's pink, purple, blue. It's printed on all different colors. Here in the United States, we only use one color. I don't know why. You'd think we'd be more creative, right? New country, we could pick any color we want. We pick green, and that's it. You go to Thailand, 10 different colors. So you know what every bill is. You don't make the mistake and hand somebody a 50 instead of a 5. Here, you can do that. Okay, enough of me complaining about the government green money. Pennies are worth a lot, folks. If you got those pennies, best be looking through them. If they're double printed, they're worth some ching-ching. Okay, this also has a sense of the inner child, a sense of wonder. And the reason they say that is because when you look at it, those horsehair feathers I'm talking about, you become mesmerized. And what do children do when they see something new? They look at it. They stare at it. They're mesmerized. And that's what this stone is going to do. It's going to mesmerize you. So is the price when I'm finished. Okay, we're going to move on to shop 11. This is another ring. This one's going to be done also in... This one is going to be done in Sunburst. Okay? Putting it on my finger. This is going to be 18 karat vermeil over sterling silver, 0.90 carat weight, center stone, 0.55, 6x4 millimeter, 26 round diamonds. Now, this is diamond. It is not cubic zirconia. It is not moissanite. It is diamond. Why did we do 18 karat sterling silver and put diamonds in it? Because we wanted to bring this affordability level to you. We wanted to give you a ring that mirrored the 10 karat ring from earlier. That's the 10 karat. This one was $900 and something, right? This is the one that I'm going to show you now that is sterling silver with 18 karat vermeil. Halo, pretty similar. Very, very close. Affordability level, how about $152? That is your price after the 25% off. $152.99. That's your final price. This is, once again, a beautiful statement piece. When you're talking about the baguettes on this, and I'm going to show you the difference, because this is something that I think when you start to understand, and I'm going to show you why I'm showing you this. Okay. The top of my finger is moissanite. The bottom of my finger are diamonds. What's sparkling more? This. So when I say putting moissanites in a ring, you are getting that sparkle like no other. It is fabulous. And you're not paying a diamond. And those would be internally flawless. They would be ridiculously expensive if they were a diamond. And that's what makes moissanite great, is that it's hard like a diamond. It sparkles more than a diamond. It actually is an interesting stone because it resists dust. So a lot of times when you're wearing jewelry and you flip it over and you're like, oh goodness, that stone is filthy. Moissanite resists dust. Don't know why. I don't know if it's the carbons, electrodes, Like I said, I'm not a scientist, so I can only give you a little bit of information, but I'm sure somebody out there will know. It's just a fantastic stone as an accent stone or by itself. We have large 10-carat moissanites that are octagon, elongated cut. If you've never seen it, look it up on the web. Really interesting cuts that Shop LC is doing. And yeah, it keeps me on my toes because stuff like that I haven't seen before. And when you come up with something new after being in the jewelry business for 30 years, I'm always very intrigued and attracted because there's millions of people out there. And come up with new ideas, especially jewelry, it's very, very difficult. Okay, we're going to move on to shop number 12. And that is going to be another ring. This one, like I said before, this is sort of when you go, it is planned chaos. It is absolutely beautiful. And this has a mix of white and yellow metals. Now, this is going to be Demantoid Garnet in moissanite, 2.10 carat. This is called the Empress Ring. It's yellow gold over sterling silver. The specs on this are going to be the number of oval garnets are going to be 5. Total carat weight 1.31. Stones are 4.3 millimeter. The moissanites are going to be 32. The smaller garnets are going to be 12. The carat weight on the moissanite is 0.18. But look at this ring. I can read you stuff like that all day long. Yeah, 1.2 millimeter, 3.7, 5 point, blah, blah, blah. And you look at it, you're like, I hope you're tuning me out. And I hope you just look at the ring and go, I love it or I don't like it. That's what you judge it by. And then the second thing that you judge it by, the first is, I love it or don't like it. If you love it, then you go, okay, what's the price? Is it affordable for me? Do I love it enough to make it affordable? Those are the two questions you ask yourself when you buy something. But you don't ask yourself, can I put it on budget pay? Interest free? Can I put a small down payment down and have that ring on my fingers in 7 days for a fraction of the price that I would have to pay elsewhere? The answer is yes. So we've checked all 3 boxes. The fourth one is free shipping. We feed a child, and if you don't like it, you can return it. So that's 3 extra boxes I checked. That's 6 total. That's a yes, 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 yes. I don't think a lot of stores do that. I think when you go to buy something, when you go to return it, they make you feel guilty. They make you feel bad. They try to give you a credit to force you to spend money for something. Maybe it was inferior quality. And then you go, I don't want a merchandise credit. I'd want my money back. They go, no, we have to give you a credit. And then they're forcing you to spend money on stuff. Now you're angry. So now you become an angry customer. You're forced to spend money. That's not good business. We don't do that here. We want you as a customer for life. So this beautiful ring, unbelievable price. Our price normally, $235. Your price, $176.99. DJ enlarged it back here so you can see. So here's the center stone. It actually has a flower motif. Then it has ovals and rounds. Rounds, rounds, oval. So the ovals are in the 4 stations, north, south, east, and west. Then you have a second flower motif. So it's almost like a real flower, double petaled. Really interesting. Comfort shank goes wide in the front, small in the back. So you can order your proper size. If you're a 7, order a 7. You don't have to go bigger on this ring. You only have to go bigger if you want the pendant to match. That's just going to be a bigger purchase. But this ring is going to be shop number 12, and it can be yours for $176.99. Take advantage of it. Okay, we're going to move on to the pendant that matches the ring. Now, I'm going to keep the ring on because I really like how sometimes you really can get to see the scale, how it is the exact match, the exact duplicate. I'm going to take it off the neck form here. This is going to come with a 20-inch chain. Oh, hold on one second. Okay. I believe this comes with a 20-inch chain. DJ is going to let me know.
It does.
Okay. DJ said yes. Now, when you look at the front of this, it's going to look just like the ring. When I flip it over and I show you the back side, look at that. Completely finished backside. Now, that is an extra step for Shop LC. That cost us extra money. We have to make a separate mold. Now, I'm going to hold this up to my neckline. I'm going to hold this one a little bit lower so you can see how pretty that is. It's a good size round pendant, and I can measure it for you, which I'll do with the ruler in a second. But on the neckline, you can see that chain is going to be free. This is going to be sterling silver with 18 karat vermeil once again. And just to give you a little measure, show you how big it is. It sits right about 3/4 of an inch. So 3/4 of an inch. That's a good size. Way bigger than a solitaire. I've never been a fan of a solitaire. I don't care what quality diamond it is. It's too small. It just gets lost. It has to have stuff around it to draw me in. You know, even if it's a carat solitaire, unless you see it perfectly on my neckline, it's going to be lost. And it's going to be expensive. So I would rather have something that has a lot more oomph, a lot more girth, a lot more bling, because it really does show up better. Now, this is not going to blow the bank on this. This is, once again, in our clearance section. There's the matching ring to give you a little blingy. I get my face in there, too. So, turn sideways. It's my good side. Or maybe that's my good side. Maybe that is. Okay, we'll just stay on that side. So, clearance price on this, $191.99. After the 25% off, DJ. Smack it down, DJ. He's doing the calculation. $143.99. $143.99 for the pendant with the chain. Once again, sterling silver, 18 karat vermeil. Has a really nice size lobster claw. Look at that. That's a good size lobster claw. I mean, I have fingernails and easy. I can do that with my nails. So, whoops, maybe not. No, but seriously, that is a good size lobster claw. Easy on, easy off. Has that extra piece here, which is actually easier to grip. You have more than just trying to get around the chain. So they've really done their due diligence with putting that larger lobster claw on there for you. Okay, so that was going to be shop number 13. So the ring and the pendant match. You want to grab them both? It'd be a great set to have. We're going to move on to another ring. And this is going to be shop number 14. Once again, this is going to be double haloed. A little bit larger of the center stone. This is so interesting because it has a double halo around it, but the double halo is not moissanite. It is not I don't know what it is. It could be, what is this, DJ? It is, oh, okay, white zircon. So, to the naked eye, as a gemologist, when I look at this, it's sparkling, right? Is it a diamond? Is it a lab-grown diamond? Is it moissanite? Is it CZ? What is it? Is it zircon? And that's why we have tests that we do with colorless stones, because stones like this sparkle so well. As a matter of fact, when lab-grown diamonds first came out, They had perfected them. It happened about 2012 is when when the market where companies stepped in, they started producing lab grown diamonds in gem quality, setting it into jewelry. But what happened was there was machines. They looked like a pen like this, and you would touch that little tip to a diamond, and it would have electric current, right? You don't see it, you would just touch it. It's like a needle. And then in here there'd be a red or a green. Green meant it was a diamond, red meant it was synthetic or CZ or whatever. Now, that particular diamond tester, every jewelry store in the world used for decades. I used it when I was at many, many jewelry stores. I used it personally when I was buying stones that I didn't know what to identify. Somebody says it's a diamond, it sparkles, it could be anything. But when lab grown diamonds came out, that machine, a lab grown diamond, is a diamond. It's carbon based. It's just grown in a hothouse system, like a microwave. It's like a tomato I pick in the field or a hothouse tomato I pick out of a hothouse. It's a tomato. If I test it scientifically, it's a tomato. So what happened was a lot of people were buying lab grown diamonds and then reselling them as naturally sourced diamonds. And people were testing them, jewelry stores were testing them, they were testing diamond. So they were getting crazy money for them. And then they started to figure out, all of a sudden, 3-carat diamonds, 2-carat diamonds, there's a lot of them. They're internally flawless. Where are they coming from? So once again, there's usually a paper trail now. After blood diamonds, there's usually a paper trail when somebody has large-scale diamonds. And they found that people were buying lab-grown diamonds and then trying to sell them off as diamonds. And they were doing it. So GIA had to come out with a new scientific technology to test diamonds. So they've done it. It's a new series of machinery. And this way, we know what's lab-grown. And the only way they can test it, it's because lab-grown diamonds have hydrogen in them when they grow them. So this new machine somehow picks up extra hydrogen. Like I said, I'm not scientific. I'm trying to give you the easiest. When you read all that stuff, I'm just trying to pull out the information so you understand it as much as I do. So they've created a machine that tests. Because when I looked at this ring, the whole story winds down to this ring. When I looked at this ring, I don't know, is that lab grown? Is that natural? Is it flawless diamond? Is it white zircon? Is it CZ? Is it Austrian crystal? Go on and on. Is it moissanite? So the great thing about Shop LC is you get exactly what we tell you it is. It's on your receipt. It gives you the exact carat weight, the size, the dimensions, broken down specifically. So there's no questions. So you're going to get this and you're going to go, geez, it looked like diamond, but you know what? It's white zircon. And it lists it right on the strap. White zircon, Demantoid garnet, 18 karat over sterling silver, double haloed. Carat weight on this is going to be 0.56 for your center stone. Number of zircons, because it's double haloed, are going to be 42. Carat weight, 0.44, close to a half carat. Now, a ring like this is sterling silver. Once again, we brought the price down. This particular center stone, this is a $700 value. And that's what people don't understand, is that when I'm showing and selling this, you're thinking, oh, moissanite, oh, sterling silver. What about that center stone? That's $700. That's one of the most unique and rare green garnets you could ever buy. Your price today, hold on to your pearls, girls, because this is going to blow your mind. Our $719 is a suggested retail price. Our price in clearance, $109.99. Your price, $82. Now I'm going to bring that close to the $82. $82. Look at the look of disgust on my face. Why do I have that? Because I know we don't have 1,000 of these. $82. This stone, the year of the fire, the year of the horse, the year of energy. This is going to bring you clear the heart. It's going to bring you abundance, prosperity, protection from travel. It is the poor man's emerald. It is not a poor stone at all. Emeralds this quality is going to run you even many thousands of dollars more. You can have this ring for $82. That's crazy. We've done it all for you. So 18 karat, and I'm going to show you the undercarriage on this because I'm going to try to hold it up so you can see it. So you can see I'm moving it around. The undercarriage, this is called the undercarriage if you didn't know. You can see that little D in there. So that is our designer label called DeJoy. So we have split up our company into sterling silver over gold with genuine gemstones. That would be DeJoy. Evertrue is our brass, bronzilla, base metal, not sterling, with gemstone. And then you go into our real high end, which would be Chairman's Vault, which would be Ileana, which would be Luxoro. Those are going to be done in your high carat quad 4 and your content of either 18, 14, or 22 karat platinum or palladium. They'll never be done in sterling silver. So when you're dealing with those three lines, Chairman's Vault, Luxoro, Ileana, those are always going to be our highest end pieces, and they're going to be in your precious metals, solid precious metal, not vermeil. But for a price like $82, who the heck cares? I'm saying $82. And not that I throw money around, but affordability, I can spend $82 at a show and not get a ring nearly this nice. I might get some sterling silver ring without a stone at a show wholesale for $82, but you wouldn't get a rare Demantoid garnet with beautiful sterling silver for $82. No. Okay, I'm going to move on. That was shop 13. I'm going to move on to shop 14, which is what I call a bypass ring. Reason you call it a bypass because it goes like this, bypassing. So in the jewelry world, that's a bypass ring. Now on this particular ring, the number of garnets are going to be 2. They're oval, 0.56 millimeter size, 5x3. Number of zircons in this, 42. Carat weight, 0.44. This is going to be once again sterling silver over 18 karat over sterling silver. Nice comfort fit on the back. It almost looks like, I don't know, 2 little tadpoles. It's sort of a little funky design. I like how they set them sideways. Once again, they've haloed each stone. Your price on this particular ring, also a doorbuster deal. And I mean that because the price is so incredibly low. Let's talk about $109.99. Nope, this is number shop 14 after the 25% off. $82.49. $82.49 can be yours today. That is a fantastic buy. Okay, we're going to move on to another piece, another ring. I only have 2 more pieces left. So I have a ring, a pendant, and a pair of earrings. And I just pulled the, what if the necklace I'm wearing too? Oh, no, we haven't got to that one yet. So the ring, I think the next ring I'm doing is the wedding band. I already did that, right? I did that one, TJ. So I got the one that has 5 round stones left. It's like a wedding band almost. And it would be shop, there's no shop 19. No, I don't know. It's under the pendant I'm wearing. Where's the number on the sheets?
This one didn't print them out.
Okay.
So we should be on, because we haven't done the matching pendant of this ring.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do the matching pendant. Oh, I didn't do the ring. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. So DJ, I stand corrected. We have them lined up here. Now this is going to be, I'm going to show you the pendant and the ring at the same time because I'm going to do one back to back with the other. But this is very interesting. Once again, very low profile, right? Oval stone. Now this is double haloed, but it's different. And the last one I double haloed, I thought I pulled this one up, DJ. I just showed this. Okay. All right, yellow sapphire. Number of yellow sapphires are 20. And I'm going to put them side by side so you can see. And the yellow sapphires, you can see, are up along the side here. So there's 20 yellow sapphires. There's also 20 moisanites. So it's yellow sapphires alternated with moissanite. Now this is also going to come on a, I don't think this comes on the chain.
It should be. Let me pull it up.
DJ's checking because that's a big deal. And I want to make sure that I get this right for you because I don't want you to miss out on a free chain. He's checking it out. Okay. Oh, it does. 20 inch. So it comes with the free chain. I'm going to hold this up to my neckline right there. Now you can see the size of that. It's probably the size of a dime, so it's a little bit bigger. I love this. It exactly matches the ring that I have on. This is going to be your yellow sapphire with your Demantoid garnet, 18 karat over sterling silver. The pendant, 20-inch chain included. Your price after the 25% off is going to be $202.49. $202.49. Ooh, a little sweat. Okay, $202.49. That is the pendant. That is shop number 16. All right, we're going to move on after that. Are we doing I did the ring already, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we have the bracelet.
All righty. So I have on the bracelet. I've been wearing it all show. And once again, this is going to be your classic style tennis bracelet. Absolutely beautiful. Now, this is also going to be 18 karat over sterling silver. The garnet weight is 9.65. 9.65, almost 10 karat in green garnet. Now, I'm just going to give you a little history real quick. A tennis bracelet is the most expensive thing to manufacture in the jewelry world. And the reason being is because the size of the bracelet can be a 6 to an 8 inch. The amount of garnets that are in this, let me just grab a little velvet background here. Hold on one second. Okay. So, the garnets, when they create something like this, have to be precisely matched in color. Now, you're going to get 40 garnets, 9.65, each garnet 4.3 millimeter. This is, you can see, low profile, so I'm going to put it on its side. You can see that. Nice low profile. Look at the sparkle. Look at that color green on my wrist. Absolutely spectacular. Your price on this, now this is expensive because it has almost 10 karat in a rare garnet. How about $639.99? That would be your price after the 25% off. $479. $479. This is going to be shop 17. $479. And I'm going to hold this close. Close. Look at that sparkle. So once again, this is such a rare stone because of the color, because of the horsehair-like feathers that are throughout the stone. Absolutely exquisite. And I have all sizes, 6.5, 7.25, and 8. And we don't charge you extra for the 8-inch. Most companies, that's an extra 1.5 inches. That's that much silver and stones we're throwing in for free. If you're an 8-inch person, you have an 8-inch wrist, you, my friends, luck out because you get an extra value. You get more silver, more gold, and more stones for the same price. So sometimes it pays to be bigger. Like I'm an 8-inch, so I appreciate that. Okay, let's move on to the next piece. And that is going to be, DJ's pulling it up for me. A lot of beautiful stuff here today. I'm glad that I'm able to give you some facts. Like I said, if you have any questions, you can instant message me on Facebook, Cheryl Benvenuto, Benvenuto. I'm in a full B suit, and I'll friend you, and follow me. Here I do a live show every Tuesday from 8 to 10, and every week it's different. Every show from the live stream is always different, every 2 hours. So if you tune in 2 hours earlier, Danielle had a beautiful, I don't know what she was selling, but lab grown diamonds, I believe. But every 2 hour slot, we try to plan an entirely different show. So you'll never be bored watching us here at Shop LC. Okay, this is the pendant that I picked out when I arrived today. I am wearing it. It is absolutely beautiful. Now, this is 18 inches, and normally I'm not a big fan of 18, but because of this, I did put a little adjuster on it. So it fits my neck and I have extra room. So there's your 2-inch adjuster with your lobster claw. Very, very silky, sleek cable chain. Now I'm going to put this on that black background again because I really want you to see how beautiful this is. And I picked this obviously because why not? It's, it's sparkly. It's sort of really over the top, a little bit on the dressier side. Now this is going to be your garnets are going to be 8 carat weight, 2.35, 4.3 and 6.4 millimeter. Your moissanite baguettes are going to be 17. Carat weight on those is going to be a half carat. Now, if you look at this, they have alternated the baguettes around the halo of this and throughout here, through the different stations. It's really hard to see. So I'm going to hold it up and I'm going to try to get you to what I'm, whoops. All right, hold on one second. What I'm pointing at is right here. In between the garnet, that's haloed with moissonnettes and rounds. Then right here are baguettes also. So it's not just around the stone. It is on the entire necklace piece. Absolutely beautiful. And it says 18-inch on the graphic, but like I said, you have that 2-inch extender, so you could extend this up to 20 inches. Looks great on the neckline. I wore this shirt specifically for this pendant. I thought, what a beautiful combination in color. Now, normally, I would say that this pendant would probably be more on the dressy side, but I have on a linen shirt, and I could sport this with this linen shirt, and it looks fabulous. So don't be afraid to try a little bit of something outside of the box. Sometimes a little bit of extra bling just brings that outfit up a little bit. Maybe it's, this is I'm going to say it's collared, but I consider this more a casual shirt. Now, if I wear it with this, it's no longer casual. It is over the top beautiful. Now, this particular pendant, $1,999. That's the price on this. Our price here at Shop LC was $509. We put this in clearance because they have very limited supply. It's gone down to $407. And then after your 25% off, this comes down to $305. $305. This is my favorite piece. I always do a pick that I think is the best value, the best money for the show. And this, my friends, is it. $305. This is absolutely stunning. Just, a beautiful, well-made. The stations, it has movement. It is not all one. So this gives you that dangle capability. This moves. So when you're walking, it hits the light. The moissanites obviously sparkle more than a diamond, but $305. The work that goes into this, all the stones, all those baguettes that are set in stations is incredible. And that is an unbelievable price for this piece. So $305, that is shop 18. I am into my final thing, my last piece. And I had one earring in. I finally took it out. This is going to be my last piece for the show. It was in a holder like this, and I took it out because I wanted to show you right off the bat that these earrings are in 18 karat white gold. These are quad 4 garnet. The color on the diamonds are going to be GH, and I'm going to show you, and I'm going to do this purposely because I really want you to see something. All right. So I'm going to put this up to the camera close. And these are two. One is an 18 karat. The one is the $300 necklace I just showed you. And I'm putting them side by side because I really want you to see something. When we talk about quality, right? Right? Okay, let's see if I can get this side by side. There we go. All right, side by side. Look at this quality right here. Look at this quality, side by side, right? This is quad 4. This is quad 2. This is $300. These are set in 18 karat. These are $2,699. After the 25% off, these earrings are $10,000. $10,000 retail. I'm going to hold it up to the ear, and I'm going to hold it up here so you can really see it. Now, when I talk about rarity, and when you talk about stones, when I talk about quality and rarity and investment, this is what I'm talking about. This is rarity. This is investment quality. This is when you buy something. Now, not only is it in white gold, but it has a screw back, which means, and I bent this, and you don't want to know what happened earlier. I stepped on it. Okay. This actually goes on. This is a nut. And I'm going to do it so just a couple of screws here. So this is actually, and this is why I stepped on it, because I have fingernails. Okay. This post in my hand screws, and you can hear that's actually all threaded the whole way down. This screws on, and the reason they do that is because when you have a pair of earrings that are $10,000, you don't want to lose them. So once that nut and bolt screw together, it goes on, and you actually have to unthread it the whole way to get it off. Now these are, once again, they have our signature logo on the back. These are going to be our highest priced earrings of the show, our highest priced anything. Carat weight on this is going to be 0.16. The oval Demantoid garnets are 2. They're 0.185. So they're close to a carat each. But when you're dealing with this quality, this is where, jewelers step in, like your really high-end blue box, Robin's Egg blue box store steps in, and they would get $10,000 for these. Our price is $26.69. Your price after the 25% off is $2,002. $2,002. I'm going to hold it up again, close. I took the other one off, but the quality is there. That's what you're shopping right now. You want quad 4 quality, you want 18 karat white gold, and you want genuine diamonds that are internally flawless. You're going to pick these out, and these are going to be $2,000. This is shop 19. That is my final item today. So, folks, I want to say happy Tuesday. I hope everybody enjoyed my show. I hope you get a little bit of information out of it. Hope you shopped a little bit, got something lovely for yourself. If not, you just wanted to tune in to get some info, that's fine too. I hope you become a regular customer, a regular watcher. I'm here every Tuesday night, 8 to 10, Texas time. I'll see you back on Friday on the live TV side, but make the best of every day, and have a great week, everybody. I'll see you soon. All my friends on my phone, congratulations. You see my mug right here. Happy to see you tuned in, and hopefully I'll be talking to everybody mañana. All right, guys. Have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Okay, DJ.